Hello friends, welcome to the Careers in Consulting channel. In today's video, we will discuss all the practical reasons why you should be easily reachable during the hiring process. This video will be very important, very relevant if you are looking for a job in consulting or if you are looking to switch companies in consulting as well. So do watch this video till the end. Please like this video, do subscribe to the channel, do provide your feedback in the comment section and do share this video with as many people as you can. Now let's start. So once you have created your resume, you have uploaded your resume on LinkedIn, you have uploaded on company career sites, on the job aggregator sites as well. So once you have been shortlisted, the company HRs, the recruiting managers, the hiring managers or the recruitment agencies, they will reach out to you. And in most of the cases, they will reach out to you via cold calls, and in some cases, they may reach out to you on emails as well. So most of the discussions, whether it be the preliminary pre-interview discussion, whether it be the discussion to schedule the interview, the discussion to tell you about the interview result, or if it is regarding the discussion of the offer terms and conditions after you have successfully cleared the interview rounds, all of these discussions happen mostly via cold calls and in some cases on emails as well. So when I say it will be a cold call, so you will be called by the recruitment agency, by the hiring manager at any time in the day. The interviews will be scheduled for a specific time slot, but all of these other discussions throughout the hiring process will be cold calls. And now you have to ensure that you are responding to these calls, these emails as early as possible, as soon as possible throughout the hiring process. Now, couple of reasons why you have to ensure that you are responding as early as possible. Firstly, the company HRs or the recruiting managers, they may be reaching out to multiple candidates. They may be reaching out to more than 20-25 candidates, and they are looking to fill positions for multiple profiles as well. So they may be reaching out to a lot of candidates, and it is difficult for them to follow up with one candidate. So if due to any circumstances you did not pick up the call and you did not respond later in the day as well, you may not receive a follow-up call from the company. So mostly the onus to reach back to the employer is on the candidate, is on you, so that if you are missing any call, missing any email, the onus is on you to reach out to the employer. And also please realize most of these vacancies, most of the job listings are very time sensitive. So within 1 week, the position may get filled. So if you received a call from the employer, from the prospective employer on Monday, and due to some reason you reached out, you were not able to take the call firstly, and you reached back to the employer on Friday, the employer may tell that we were reaching out to other candidates during the last 5 days and this position has been filled already. So it is very important that you are reachable during the hiring process, starting from the pre-interview discussions till the post-interview discussions, where the discussions happen regarding the offer letter, terms and conditions. So very important that you are easily reachable. Now, if you are busy due to some reason, you are working, you are in meetings, you are in your company calls, it is understandable that you are busy and you are not able to take the call. So ensure that you are calling back the employer or the HR or the recruitment agency as soon as possible. So you can call back the person maybe during your lunch break, or if there is any 5 to 10 minute break as well, you can call back that person, because these discussions apart from the interviews will be very quick discussions. So even if you can spend 5 or 10 minutes during the day to call the person, to call back the person, that should be enough. So, and similarly in case of emails as well, do check your emails at the end of the day and if you were not able to respond to any email during the day, ensure to respond to that email at the end of the day. So at the end, the objective here is that you do not have to let any call, any email from a prospective employer unanswered. So if you are able to take the call when you receive the call, firstly, that is the best way of going about it. But if due to some reason you are not able to take the call, do ensure that you are reaching back by the end of the day at least. Now, couple of practical tips here. Firstly, when it comes to the calls, so a lot of cases you will receive these calls from the recruitment agencies, and I have talked about the role of the recruitment agencies in a previous video. Do watch that video as well, providing the link for that video in the I button section. So a lot of cases what happens is, since these recruitment agencies, they reach out to a lot of people, and some people may mark them as spam in the Truecaller application, and I'm sure a lot of you will be utilizing the Truecaller application. So when the recruitment agency calls you, you may see that the number is marked as spam in Truecaller. So please ensure that until and unless you are really sure that this is a spam number, do pick up that call, do receive that call, or do reach out again on that number if you miss that call. Do not miss out on the call of a prospective employer thinking that it is a spam call. So that is first practical tip when it comes to the cold calls by the recruitment agencies. Secondly, when it comes to the emails, please ensure that you have synced your Gmail application on your phone. And based on what I have seen, mostly people are utilizing Gmail application. Gmail, they have their personal IDs on Gmail. So do ensure to sync your Gmail application on your phone so that the notifications are received. So any prospective employer sends you an email, you will get a notification on your phone by which you will be able to get to know that you received communication from the employer, from a prospective employer, and you can then reply to that email as early as possible. Also, secondly, buy Google One subscription if you have already utilized the 15 GB which is provided free of cost. Now this 15 GB which is provided by Google free of cost is across all your Google suite of applications. So if the photos or the items in your gallery in your phone, they are also getting uploaded to Google Photos, so in that case it is very easy for you to utilize that 15 GB which is provided by Google free of cost. So what happens in that case is you will not receive any email because the sender will get a notification that the mailbox of the recipient is full, so the recipient will not be able to receive any emails, and you will never get to know that someone, some prospective employer was sending you an email. So do check your available memory, available space in the Google suite of applications. In case if you have already utilized the 15 GB, do go for a Google One subscription which costs you only 130 rupees for a month, and I think in that you will be getting 100 GB, 100 gigabytes of data. So by that you can ensure that there is space in your mailbox and you are receiving those emails so that you are able to then respond to those emails as well. So these were some very practical pointers I wanted to discuss with you. These are the reasons why you need to be easily reachable during the hiring process, and we discussed a few ways by which you can ensure that you are easily reachable. I hope you liked the content in this video. Do like it, do subscribe to the channel. Please share this video with as many people as you can. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one.